sorry. I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
Ease off the threats, friend. I'm going.
Boss's orders. We all got quotas to make.
You some sort of freelancer?
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I'm talking about mechanical soldier. That's right. That's what I've been saying. Auto-mechanicals. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? That's right. Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resist. I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Mechanical repellent! I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saltuna cans, mostly, some They have sent a scout. Proud. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operation. Mechanical's got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the tech... I'm Ludwig Miller. So, unofficially, strictly between you and me. You ever seen the way a mechanical just stands there? Just looking at you, scanning you. Mechanicals have been programmed to eliminate the human race. First, they will rob us of our jobs. And bring us honor.
Got my sight for a minute.
What do you think you're...
Ah, just be careful next time.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. I so rarely get new people to talk to. Mechanical tomfoolery is well out of my purview. Oh, and a word of warning. If you're Marauders are about. Though if you... One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill... I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hand. It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M'Bakono handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it. Thank you. Any progress? Not to put too fine a point on it, but also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eye. Oh, nothing could... I'm simply bemoaning the... Yes, but there are... I must double my efforts to elevate... Yes, and thank you for pointing it out. It is wrong. They who are not satisfied with their work are satisfied with nothing. No? Selling? No. It is free for all. Have you? I'm...
Hey there, Mary. Don't see you around here. Oh.
Wonder if the plague's over there.
It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. And before you ask, I'm all... You ought to go have a talk with the boss. What, you mean Edgewater? It's, fine and dandy. You are condescending to me, and I do not care for it. I don't get paid for banter. Go right. Other than yourself, definitely the vicar. Don't get me wrong, he seems a decent man, cut from but there's something about him that bothers me. Like he's not one of... No ill intent in her, mind. Just a queer sort, restless, Amelia. Definitely Amelia Kemp. Word is, they're gonna replace her... Plague? I don't know anything about a plague. You have got the wrong idea. Some of us who get sick are liable to exaggerate the conditions of that sickness. Survival of the fittest. It ain't just a law. Medical treatment is commensurate with our value to society. Spacer's Choice will dispense medicine for... Then the hand of medical science will not grace you with its touch. Listen, you mind if we talk about something else? Use...
friend of mine died a couple weeks back. Still ain't past it.
Just the way it goes, I suppose.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
This doesn't seem like it could be a problem. I put food in my oven. Any food, it cooks.
Yeah, but Bess... the cannery cooks in sealed cans. Exact time, exact temperature.
The food swells during cooking, bursting the cans. So change the time or the temperature.
There's no controls for that. I'd have to dig into her guts, rig all manner of
Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning. You were saying?
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing... I'm Reed Thompson, outposted... Yeah, seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson...
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatic. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you... There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's... Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. The geothermal plant was built by our owners. Space... Most of the Vale is now a... I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legal. No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. Edgewater is struggling. If we don't meet our it's our problem, not yours, but I'm asking. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to speak to their leader, Adelaide, tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time. Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified. That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. If that's all right with you.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine. and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great!
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office. Before we talk. We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk. Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Sorry. You just want to get out. It's just... Mr. Thompson has his own view. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets... Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor... I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Thanks, miss. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt... That's what my dad... I've always felt weird in here. It's too...
Any progress on... Oh,
This here's Vicar DeSoto. He's always off...
thank you for the kind assessment, Miss Holcomb. Please... A religious text deemed her... Because I'm also a collector.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. Depriving them of safety from the... I can see Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has. They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully. Does that strike you as... astute? But I am here, not in the deserter camp. So that's not a very... Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. Not if things are left to stand as they are. The Order of Scientific Inquiry, also known as scientism to the layperson. You don't talk to the Grand Architect. Once the universe was set in motion, it stepped back. It has no concern for us. We will eventually decode the plan and all its intricacies. Once we are able to deduce the properties of every particle in the universe and its trajectory, we will know everything. The future, the past, each person's place within the plan, all will be laid out before us, removing struggle and bringing peace. No one will ever need question their path again. Some even believe this ultimate knowledge will unlock mankind's true potential, and we will all become akin to Grand Architects ourselves, after a fashion. I would love to discuss the finer points of my religion with you. Oh, wait. No, I wouldn't. Seriously, though, to truly understand the metaphysics involved takes years of study and contemplation.
Lovely to see you.
Things going on?
Been keeping it. Best.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I get... Oh,
Something. You run into any trouble? Conrad's barbershop is a yawning pit that swallows his every bit. I keep telling him you gotta put the squeeze on Conrad. Find some dirt on him. That's the word,
I used to skip rocks in the river till Constable Reyes ticketed me for unlicensed terraforming. I think she was jealous. She don't know how to skip rocks her own self. Here they come!
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't... Answers, huh? You must... Yeah, that's us. And you... If you're gonna start... Over in the hothouse. Enough with the questions. No offense. Explains why you're still No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Could do without the gal. Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but Little ways ago, she was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what the fuss was about. Could be. Dangers aplenty out there. No telling why marauders would steal somebody like Zoe. Got no useful skill as far as I could tell. Marauder gang just moved into the district's a little way. Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. She was lazy and thoughtless, but... What is it?
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gate. I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just...
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? I can't say I blame you. Reed is like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. he would do such a thing. The question is... Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip 'em out of the cannery's guts and leave a... If you're going down to the plant, think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a life... I trust...
I've always wanted to poke around in here.
Okay, here we go! Identified. Down they go! Terminating security search. Process.
Wow! Great work! Something you need? Something you need? That's on account of how... I don't... She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here. Well, I don't know about normal. Dad said she worked under some kind of special contract. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers. You mean about... I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass. It just comes off. Control room should be off to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing. Here we go!
Sweeping the area. Three switches. That'll be easy enough. Wow, not even a scratch. Just two more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send Pat? No!
away, Phantom! Get away! You're not real! You're not real! Get...
most people, but I'm the only one left. No. See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprout. Of course. Do excuse me. I experience brief flashes of mania during which I am visited by the Chester D. Higgins. Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple... I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentry... Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. Oh, that's very kind of you, but I'm sure the surface world is an apocalyptic hellscape ruled by the I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack you. Yes, that's exactly it. I see. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my Jimmy'd open the vending machines. Mechanicals I was on cleaning duty at the time.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
System investigated.
Down they go!
Cut him off. Where'd they go? If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the veil?
sure what the ride is. Alls I know is the decision's final.
What's eating you? I was...
Where are we headed? Once we do this, there's no... Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power. Do you understand what you... I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came... Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just... That sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how... In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacers... I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Sorry. Really?
Rossetti. Don't mess with us!
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my God. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock. You want my flock wasting their... Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over. And you tell Reed Thompson that I... You offering to cross Reed off, huh? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I... Tell him how... The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder... I have got...
Marauders can't see us in the dark. The matters... I'm staying...
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the Whoa, Miss Parva...
Are you,
Great, just great. I've been trying...
Oh gosh, no, I'm just...
I've seen you wandering around here. Never heard it phrased in such a way before. Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were... Fact is, I've been, well... I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind... You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical...
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with...
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could... No kidding! Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked... I appreciate you... In fact, I put aside... The geothermal plant? 2 whole data pads?
Sure. I've been thinking about going. I get sick thinking. You know something? I think you're right. The town could use another engineer. I could do a lot of good in it. It's just... Are you sure about this? You know where...
I'm not in a...
This is a fine day, friend. Power. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over... I am not perfect. I have been holding this town together with both... I am a Spacer's Choice man. I don't believe you. Plague's a reality. You are disparaging our parent company. We are a Spacer's Choice Saltuna camp. I don't understand. You say the soil's gone sour. Company said as much. Our own botanists couldn't grow decent crops for us, so the company got rid of them and shut down the green. You'll excuse me for being skeptical. How... Adelaide has been using dead bodies in her fertilizer? What a remarkably efficient solution. Recycling Spacer's Choice property long after its date of expiration. You're right, I am being obstinate. If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, my life here is ended. Give me a little time. A couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has no such thing as an honorable resignation. Suppose I could find a place outside the walls, or put in for early retirement. I don't know. I could see myself. I have always tried to do right by my...
Look at that. I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Ed. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. You're telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edge? I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a... I need some time to gather my personals.
Is this your ship? Oh, my stars, Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but... Oh, it's kind of you to say that. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back... Yes! I mean, Captain. I can call you...
Captain, what can I do for you? Do you know how to Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove our engine room is located behind you. What can I do for you? All systems are operating. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low... Welcome back. All systems... We have received a communication request from Dr.
Aha, there you are, hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain, horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you. Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Culkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own. I call it the Holographic Shroud. Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get... And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with... The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal. We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
Let's talk when you're free. Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got... I was thinking that maybe I don't got much experience. Thanks. Did you...
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure.
Captain. Hey, Captain. Base.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
I'm in the middle of a situation. If you...
Don't go telling him where to step. Groundbreaker belongs to all of us.
Felix, first of all, no, it doesn't. And second, shut the hell up. Don't think I won't detain you again. Hey, knock yourself out. Or him, if you're so inclined.
Whatever you heard? I had this form. Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But he's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, that's when I broadsided him with a tossball stick. Yeah. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation. Enjoy. Hey, Captain of the... Hey, I don't want to tuck your ears off, guessing you got places to be. Felix Millstone. Pleased to make your acquaintance. See you. Going for a stroll around the docking base?
Ready when you are.
Customs and inspection, right this way. Identification. Captain Hawthorne, you said. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship...
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important. You take the starch out of them? Well, oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing... Wanda Dorset over in sickbay? Tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she... Mutt, is there anything... The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go. Make sure you bring an empty... Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic... 2 biggest operations... Most of those jobs are going to take you off... All right. Be seeing.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Here we go again. No one lives on...
Rizzo's Triple-Berry Punch. Ah! Right here.
You know, I got a full line of weapons. Ooh, You look at... Why, it gets you the... All the... Take your basic... What if...
Go back to Byzantium.
I'm just gonna hang in the back and...
Ah, yes. Has something happened? no, this is terrible. Oh, Alex. I impounded Alex's ship, not yours. Well, I ask him to turn in Phineas Wells. He tells me he will soon. I impound his ship. He explains why he can't give me the info right now. I ask him around and around. Right. You're going important place. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all... That's... Well, that's... Oh, I'm sorry. This is...
To the capture of wanted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy. CNP Boriston Baked Beans. When you need to eat,
I'm not anywhere, you hear?
the only one.
Sorry. Oh, Lana Slow. Have a look.
When might we expect you out here again? Canned surface is already...
Rizzo. Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste of rainbow.
Hey, here we go!
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought. I've got a... It's almost time for today's episode of... Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the... Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. Fantastic. Do be careful. You should have a chat with Lilia Hagen in the Sublight offices. She's a dear. You'll love her. Now. Anytime.
I'm gonna be able to set foot on the whole other planet. I know Monarch's a moon. I think it counts anyhow.
So, what's the plan?
Visit. Those lemon slap. Slap the whole family tonight.
Hey, you got a second? Fancy running into you again. Don't mind. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fun... Yes, just give me a shot. That's all. Oh, okay. Well... Hey, that's good advice. Besides, not like there's a line of folks standing around hoping to get on your ship. Wow. Thanks, boss.
You got a crew now.
Welcome back, Captain. Now that you have acquired a nav key to Stellar Bay.
Well done. You'll love Monarch. Exotic climate, violent native species, fascinating culture, really. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back. If we don't put a stop to the board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal... You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar. Once you have everything you need... Best...
We're now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain.
Got any news for the rest of Halcyon?
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood. So it's getting so I can't tell. Don't interrupt. But I gotta get in there. Get right in that... Shit, I don't know. Right. What are you staring? Ooh, charmer. Don't get a lot of that around. Nice change. Well. I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You'll have to get me something to clear my... Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of... I'm cut off for the month, on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got... Well, they work.
Did Velma seen out of sorts to you?
She's always cranky.
No,
Wouldn't know.
Hello, dearie. Why, I don't... What can Auntie... And what a helpful young man you... Who's your lucky friend? I'm so sorry, but with the iconoclasts and the marauder filth, our reserves have gotten so low, I've even had to start locking the supply. Except for you. I'd make an exception for you if I could, my little cherub. Oh, it's none of my... Now I've gone and said too much. And... Dr. William... Oh, you flatter an old... And to keep an extra key to the supply room. The one upstairs. Chin. If Velma's capable of running the web... Hello again. Now that... But here's... Do take... If Velma's...
Could I get another...
Just make sure it's proper.
That's more or less dangerous than a... Great. Oh, we'll be going south and west. If you're more of a spelunker. That said,
A real big game hunter.
The chances.
Oh, no. Monarch ain't safe, even with me around. I've just got intimate knowledge of its dangers and an abundance of fortitude. Folks hire me because I know what you can shoot and what you ought to run from.
Wrap musk and painted eyes, right here.
Please, will someone help me? My boy's in trouble.
Join me for a second, will you? Good old Stellar Bay. Only place on the planet. Right. Here's the road. Follow it south.
Here we go! We're pretty good at this.
Watch your feet. The soul don't just stick. He'll take a toe off.
Huh?
South here. Off the road and... We've got a decent trek ahead of us. Perfection! Fallbrook's on the other side of the bridge there if you need a drink. We're only halfway to the mountain, so might consider stopping in. Look northwest. That ain't it, but marauders sometimes camp inside the buildings there. Steer clear unless you fancy getting shot. Westbound still. I'll let you know when we can start ascending. That's how it's done, Captain. I call this Rotting River, on account of all the dead things I've thrown into the years. It'll take you into the Devil's Peak Caverns if you follow it under the bridge. That's one option. Others the slope up. If you're up for some fun, let's chat. Look up. That makeshift bridge, we gotta cross it. First we go under, then hook around to the left, then up and over. Tunnel here. Ah, shit.
Slayer, over here! Oh! That assist was a violation of corporate law if I ever saw one. Since it was to my benefit, and we're largely in lawless lands, I'll look the other way. You haven't seen Constance, have you? Ah, there's her torso.
What in the void are you thinking, creeping around a manacle?
At the time, I was thinking, please don't see me, oh law, I don't want to die, nah nah nah. Now I'm thinking it was stupid to come in here. Killing marauders and hooligans, as I am handsomely paid to do. Of course, as me and Constance discovered, they ain't the only forms of life inhabiting these caverns. I owe you a debt for saving my neck, stranger, and I mean to pay it. There's a station up the way. It's where my C3s are posted. We can talk more there where it's safe. I'll be on my way, once I've gathered up Constance's parts.
And here we are. Told you we'd make it in one piece. Station ain't too far now. Damn, but we're good. Oh no. How the hell did Marauders navigate the caverns? Hiram must have sealed the door. He's spook season. Everyone all right?
You may not realize this being as you're an outlaw, but the wearing a large so leave already.
Can't? We'll see about that.
Out there, whoever you are, I can't tell if you're brave or simply touched in the head. What in the galaxy are you doing sniffing around my station? And you, Nyoka!
You could use the socialization. Also,
to what purpose? I happen to have some significant problems I am dealing with right now. Marauders running up. No. The Marauders want me dead.
or we can call you Hiram, on account of that's your damn name, and doubly on the account.
What? Senior, I barricaded. They destroy the transmission equipment. The elevator and doors to the second floor are back online.
Captain, let's talk. Hey, next time we're out in the open sulfur, I'd like to stop in on an old friend, preferably before we get to Hiram. You don't seem the type to run off and get yourself killed. I'll be upfront with you, but this... Really? I used to run with a band. I haven't seen two of them in... First, we go to Hayes. I buried him a ways from our encampment. I'll show you where he rests. He had a medallion in... Then we find my two lost trackers. A long time ago, we built... If we can find Rebecca and Anders, they'll know how to lure her.
Hey, elevators to your right. Get ready.
That's the last of them, I think.
Marauder free at last. I'll get the door. You hurry on in.
Never thought I'd be ecstatic at having the... This ought to square our debt. One hefty payment for a... Allow me to pose my question in another manner. Why? Ah, yes. Our little chat on the intercom. You're looking for... Phineas must have sent you. He's the only one insane enough. I knew it was only a matter of time before he came a-knocking.
Oh, you do you? I have lost track.
Are you fibbing?
I take offense to that. Just, it might take me a while this time. I am awaiting but a single incoming transmission but MSI and the Iconoclasts are clogging the airwaves from Stellar Bay and Amber Heights. In their Exactly what I was thinking. They hurt us all with their which of course has inadvertently affected the incoming port. No, they're jamming. The safest bet is to convince... You do that, luck be with you. Neo...